on EA Sports.
And that drives... Coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, set. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Let's go.
They fake the handoff, now Lock. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action on it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Dorsett on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton, it's Kelsey on the grab. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
You got three down, 3 down.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, it's Hunt, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Ready? 780.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score. Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I tell you, I thought either the scoreboard was wrong or I was wrong or both. But that was an attempt for a field goal on 3rd down, and it was no good as well.
And I'm trying to wrap what little brain I have around why this would be a good idea. But I cannot come up with a logical explanation for that one.
Yeah, well, my brain's smaller, so I can't either here. I don't know what they were doing. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Third and long, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Lock. And a throw right sideline is complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing on first down is Lock. Flushed out right. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Lock now on first down. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Set.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Newton. They got him in. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he completes it to Hunt. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Newton on third down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Set. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
On 1st and 10, Newton fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll toss it to Hunt. Oh, good move.
Here we go.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, this is Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
Bravo. On the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Virgil Green, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton. That one is caught by Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, Hunt. And some room to roam now. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, and they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's caught by Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Hunt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on. Check 24, check 24.
They'll run again with Hunt, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What's that? What I need?
On second down now, it's Hunt. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game, they get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Locke. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They look to throw. It's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where
It got his man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Ready, 18 Gator. Go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's got it. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. One final try for Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Right to the 3. All right, T, let's switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime for Newton. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They'll run on first down. Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Rams, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.